Abdullah and the Genie. Where the golden sands of Arabia touch the deep blue sea, there once lived a poor fisherman called Abdullah. Every day he would stand on the beach for hours and hours, casting his net into the water. Most days he was lucky and caught a few fish, but on one particular day he seemed to have not luck at all. With his first throw of the net, he hauled in a heap of slimy green seaweed. With the second throw, he brought in a pile of broken plates and dishes. And with his third throw, he dragged in a massive black, sticky mud. Wait a minute, he thought, as the mud oozed out of the net at his feet. There's an old bottle. I wonder what's in it. Abdullah tried to take out the tent with its top. After he pulled it for some time, it suddenly popped out, and a flurry of dust shot out of the bottle. The dust could change to smoke, and smoke changed color, and the colors began to make a shape. First a fist, then a body, and the figure grew bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. In just a few seconds, an enormous genie was towering over the frightened fisherman. "Free at last!" boomed a voice loud as thunder. "Free after all these years, and I'm going to eat you up." Abdullah cut his head. Why? What have I done to you?" "I'll cut you into tiny pieces," roared the Genie, swatting a cliff of birds as they flew past his shore. "Don't do that, Master Genie," panted Abdullah, falling to his knees. "I didn't mean to disturb you. Please, don't kill me." "I'll feed you to a fish in little mouthfuls," bellowed the Genie, drawing out a massive couch sword. And was the chatting fisherman nose with it. "Have mercy!" cried Abdullah. "What harm have I done?" "Silence!" bawled Genie, and he shouted so loudly that a nearby volcano began to erupt. "The silence, and I shall kill you, my reason for killing you." Without moving his sword from Abdullah's face, the Genie started his story. "A great Sultan Suleiman shut me up in that bottle as punishment to his magic I worked in his kingdom. He crushed me, he played horrible glass poison like a whale, squeezed it in an egg. Then he threw it into a sea. I sloped about in the dark silence for centuries. All I could hear was my own breathing. All I could feel was my own heart beating. All I could hope for was to be fished out and set free by a fisherman. For the first 1,000 years I called out, 'Let me out! Let me out! Somebody let me out, and I will grant you 3 wishes.' But nobody heard me, and nobody set me free. For the next 1,000 years I called, 'Let me out! Let me out! Somebody let me out, and I will give you the whole of Arabia for a present.' But nobody heard me, and nobody set me free. For the next 1,000 years I kept quiet and thought to myself, 'If ever I get out of this terrible bottle, I shall kill the first man I see and every man I see after him.' But Sultan Suleiman died nearly 3,000 years ago," cried Abdullah. "Exactly," snapped the Genie. "If anyone did that, I'm such a bad temper." They gave a great shriek, and the water boiled round us. He lifted his great sword, and it flashed in the sun, would cut a cloud to ribbons overhead. Then he bent down to enjoy for one last time to look of terror on a little fisherman's face. But instead of looking scared, Abdullah was standing with his hands on his hips, his head to one side, and a broad grin on his face. Now, Genie, he said calmly, stop pulling my leg and tell me where you really came from. The ground shook as the Genie took a deep breath. What? You worm! You little beetle! Prepare to die! And he lifted his sword over his head. Oh, come on, you must be joking. What a tall story. Tell me where you really came from. I was busy emptying this old bottle I pulled in, and I didn't see you creep up on me. What? You ant! You earwig! I came out of that bottle, and I'm going to kill everybody. Dear, oh dear, said Abdullah. Didn't your mother ever want you not to tell lies, especially big ones? I can see the size of that bottle, and I can see the size of you. You no more get out of that bottle than I did. And Abdullah, with a great show of trying to get his foot down the bottle's narrow neck. You cockroach! You! The genie's bottle lip began to tremble. I did come after that bottle, I did! Pah! Scoffed Abdullah as he turned to walk away. Then prove it. The hairs on the genie's grubby chest began to bristle, and he thumped on the sky with rage. Then, after a few moments' thought, he nodded like a piece of buzz into all the colors in the rainbow. The colors did all the way, and the shout of smoke and ash tumbled out of the sky and poured back into the little ball. See, said a funny, hollow voice from inside. I told you so. Quick as a flash, Abdullah snatched the stopper of his sword and jammed it into the neck of the bottle. He pushed and turned and pushed until it was wedged fast. Hey! Let me out, you little worm! Let me out, Rizzo! Oh no, said Abdul, laughing. You can stay in there for another 1,000 years if you're going to be so unpleasant. No! Please, no! I'll grant you 3 wishes if you let me out again. Open this portal at once, you ant! Abdullah leaned back and with all his strength threw the bottle as far as he could, far to the sea. I'll give you whole of Arabia! Shrieked the genie as the bottle flew through the air. Then the bottle fell plop back into the water, and no sound could be heard except for the waves breaking gently on the shore. Later that day, Abdullah returned to the beach and put up a notice. It read, Beware of the genie in the bottle. No fishing. Then he rolled up his net and moved to a new stretch of the beach.